Fala aí pessoal, beleza? Juliano aqui e no vídeo de hoje a gente vai dar continuidade aqui na nossa série de Alan Wake. A gente já chega até a cabana aqui, agora a gente precisa atravessar as ruínas da montanha. Vamos pegar as coisas que der pra pegar. Acho que por enquanto é só... Bora aqui então. Epa! Acho que tem gente ali em cima, hein? Já vou tomar na cabeça, fica vendo. Nossa, mas já... casa tudo destruído aqui. Então tá, então, né? Opa! Ai, caraca! Nossa! Olha ele lutando! Aê! Vai, vem então. Vamos, vamos. Oi, cara. Morre, mano. Você é louco, mano. Ah, o outro jogou pra mim. Você é louco, mano. Ai, acabei, derrotei. Mas gastei tudo também, né? Gastei tudo, mas não tem problema não. O importante é que a gente derrotou essas coisas aí, esses... Ah, caí. Vamos subir aqui de novo aqui. Bora lá, mano. Agora, ali. Vamos pular aqui. Queria ver se tivesse, se eu soubesse ia por lá, mano. Acho que ia quebrar lá também do mesmo jeito. Não saber. Ali, ó. Sabia que tem alguma coisa aqui atrás pra pegar. Nem sei se também no vídeo anterior eu cheguei a ver ali. Mas tranquilo. Vamos voltar pro caminho aqui. Tá. Pra cá não tem nada. Vamos descer aqui então. Vamos aqui. A gente ainda não chegou no Mirante Mirror, mano.
I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Deve ter um barco lá embaixo, será? Vamos descer lá então. Vamos descer, ó, aqui é o manuscrito.
I had to get there fast.
O Wake acorda na pousada, vamos lá. Tentei me agarrar a Alice, mas sua figura desvaneceu. Eu estava perdendo o controle. O Dr. Hartman tomou o seu lugar. Eu queria acertá-lo, mas já não tinha força nos braços. Ele sorriu, foi um sorriso tranquilizador. E eu o odiei por isso. Tive que te dar um sedativo. Não tente resistir. Você passou por outra fase difícil. Neste momento é muito importante manter a calma. Não queremos que você tenha outra crise. Você é paciente aqui da clínica. Está aqui há um tempo. Beleza, né? Ali não tem nada. Bora. Que mais? Wake, é você? Wake?
Hey, I'm here. I'm coming.
Pô. Fique longe de mim, fique longe de mim. É louco, que isso? Vamos lá, né? Vamos ver. Oxi. Ô louco. Já era. Esse é o maluco tal Sequestrations. Eita. Levou. Eita. Ah, essa é aquela parte do manuscrito que ele cai na água lá. Oxi, vamos puxar ele. Então será que a gente passou já esse capítulo, mano? Vai pro próximo capítulo agora? Eu acredito que seja isso mesmo, olha lá. Fim do episódio 3. Ah, eu acabei pulando aqui, mano.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
A verdade. Episódio 4 agora.
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
É, filha da mãe do Dr. Hartman. Acordou na pousada aqui. Foi o manuscrito que a gente acabou de ler, mano.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked.
Trancada a porta ali, mano. Oh, abre a porta aí. Tem alguém vindo aqui.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right.
Então tá,
That's
né?
the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me.
Eu,
I don't
Dr.
blame you for
Hatchman.
Big of you.
it. Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Seu Dr. Hartman.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery
Oh, mano,
process
ficou em
here at
enrolação
Cauldron
agora
Lake
aqui.
Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Então vamos. Você quer sair daqui?
This way, Alan.
Por aqui. Então vai. Não demora não, mano. Tchau, eu vou primeiro. Agora eu vou apertar o botão e sumir aqui. Cara, esquisito esse Dr.
Now,
Hatch.
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
Não morreu
You're in a
não.
very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that.
Caramba, onde que eu posso
You're
vir
suffering
aqui?
from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Pudesse dar um soco aqui, mandar um soco bem na cara dele, mano.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Então tá, né? Você acha eu tô doente, tô loucão? Então vamos acreditar nisso aí. Vamos ver o que você vai mostrar aqui.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread
Era
below
lugar
us.
bonito,
I
mano.
could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Ih, vai chover, hein?
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather
É, vai
forecast.
chover.
Well, no matter. This way.
Então
Follow
tá,
me.
vamos continuar seguindo aqui.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets
Ah, tô
more and
muito
more
devagar,
difficult to
velho.
resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of
His
the
words
world you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into the
by
palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with
Yeah.
me. Once you accept that, we
Cê é
can
louco,
begin
cara
the
chato,
journey
mano, para de
towards
falar.
your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Então tá, né?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Scary. Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
O maluco ali. Esse sim tá doidão.
Emerson,
I'm a real
Damn.
bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is
Emerson.
confused enough as it is.
Emerson.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on Video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve some
get 'em to the
small
head.
creative effort, which makes him
Malucão.
receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Ah, o outro aqui doido. Agora tem outro doido aqui, ó. Dançarina, só falta.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Ler, eu não vou ler nada ali, não.
My
Aqueles velhos lá que eu encontrei no
There's
começo.
a storm coming.
No começo do jogo.
What a storm.
I hope it wipes this place
É.
off the face of the earth.
Isso mesmo.
And these two
Olha o outro
are
pintando
the
lá fora. Lá, o que
Anderson
que tá pintando
brothers,
ali, mano?
Odin and Thor. They had
Bagulho tudo escuro lá, da hora, mano.
a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even
God.
adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke
Tá
up, they
bom,
lived
você
on
fala
a farm
muito, cara.
nearby.
Muito.
They are, well, in
Olha lá o
advanced stages
cartazinho
of
dele aqui.
dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and
Socar,
all
seu
that.
mano.
There's nothing
Parece
more
que
that can be
socar.
done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Tá bom, mano.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Maluco esquisito, mano.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Ô, louco. Vamos ver então. Os escritos e assistentes de Thomas Zane.
Zane could feel the poems.
Zane podia sentir os poemas tomando forma, moldando as coisas conforme escrevia. Ele quase sentia o poder que emergia das teclas da máquina de escrever. Isso deixava eufóricos, porém assustados. Se não fosse por seu jovem assistente Emil, ele teria desistido. Mas Emil o convenceu do contrário, ele também tinha um jeito com as palavras.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me
Vamos ver onde
about everything.
volte para o quarto. Vamos
Crazy or
voltar
not,
para o quarto.
The Andersons made more sense.
Mas por onde que eu tenho que ir pra mim? Ah, o quarto é esse aqui, ó. Não é, não. Tá, eu saio por aqui. Será que eu consigo sair aqui também? Ah, claro que não, né? Ó, uma garrafa aqui, ó. Pega a garrafa, eu quero ir... Ah, tá. Quarto aqui pra cima. Então tá, né? Vamos subir aqui. Bom. Acho que aqui, esse é o meu quarto, então. Eu aqui, ó. Vamos entrar aqui no quarto, então.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Tá, agora eu vou ter que sair daqui. Mas, então é isso aí, galera. O vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. O vídeo foi mais final do capítulo 3 aí, entrando no capítulo 4, a verdade. Então, deixa aquele like para fortalecer, se inscreva no canal se não for inscrito e compartilhe. É isso aí, falou e fui!